You're watching The Edward Fowler Show. Now, here's your host, Edward Fowler.
Hey, are we live now, everybody? Are we in position, people? Are you here live watching the show tonight? I hope you are, because it's a fantastic evening to be with us. So we are officially now live on YouTube. We welcome you all. A bit late, my guest. I got a notification from my guest joining the one link, because I sent the management 2 links on Monday. One for the interview I did with your special guests who will be joining you on tour, Sugarman Sam and his fantastic band. And I believe you joined with that link, and that's expired.
Yes.
And then I had a different link for you.
All right.
Which you're here
We're
now.
here now.
So
We got linked up.
yeah. So thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Please welcome to the show.
My pleasure.
Without further ado, the lead vocalist, I believe, from Preacher Stone, Ronnie. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me. Glad to be here.
Yeah, no, thank you again for accepting the invite to come back on the show. Again, I can thank your management, Wes, for making it, or I guess reaching out to me to say I was interested, and of course I was. But I do need to pick a bone with you first before we get going, if that's okay. I'm surprised that, of course, you come over to the UK next year, which we'll get into later on. But I got to mention that you've missed out the best city in the world, Manchester, UK. Why have you done this?
I don't know. I don't know why we missed Manchester. When they put it together, we put together a run of dates built around us being on the Winter's End Festival in Wales, and those were the dates that just worked out. So I mean, I would love to come to Manchester, as we all would. So you make that happen, and we'll be there.
Fair enough. I mean, let's welcome in our live chat, because we do like your live comments. You can send your comments as we speak. Of course, we've only got about 20 minutes or so get your questions in quickly if you've got any questions as well. We've got Mr. Katana 1962 in the chat room. Thank you for tuning in. He says, cool beans. I know we are really excited about the UK tour and, of course, the release of our new album. Thank you for your support to the band. And let's talk about the tour, which we just mentioned very briefly about. Let's just let me have one again. Because if you got any comments, let me know live right now, or any comments after this broadcast, which I can ask Wani in any future interviews we do here on the channel. But let's throw up the graphic there. It's a bit big for the screen. Let me just resize that. My apologies. As you can see, I'm just going to resize that because that's a bit big. I know, maybe not. But yeah, so you've got this live tour coming up in 2026 with, of course, the special guests are Revenant, who are very excited to be joining you for your UK tour next year. And of course, it all kicks off on the 28th of January in Faversham, and of course it continues for 2 weeks here in the UK. So I bet you're looking forward to that. Talk to us about how this I guess tour happened, and what made you guys to choose Revenant as your special guests for the tour.
Well, what made it happen was 2 tours ago, a conversation struck up between Jim Bolt and Freddie Hale Freddie Hale with Sons of Liberty, of course, good friends of ours, about us coming over and playing. And we were like, and Jim was like, yeah, let's do it. And that was just kind of born out of a conversation. We had a marvelous tour with Sons of Liberty in 2023, and we met Wes O'Neill. Wes O'Neill, our publicist, was working with the Sons, and he worked with us just in conjunction with the tour, and we struck up a good relationship, and we decided to work together, and we brought him on board, and that led to 2024's release of our record 5, and going back over and touring last year and playing Made of Stone Festival, and we played with Sons of Anarchy, and we also played with a great blues rock artist, Tom Kildner. And as far as this tour, we wanted to come over and support the new record by the Horns, and we also wanted, to pick someone that musically fit our style and could maybe take us into some different areas of the UK that we hadn't been to. And Revenant was just a no-brainer. They also work with O'Neill PR, and we got to know the fellas and got to listen to their music, and they got to listen to ours, and we're like, this is going to be a great thing. So it's going to be an exciting time. I mean, you got two great bands for the price of one. Sometimes in some locations there'll be a third local band or regional band coming in to kick off the show. So it's going to be exciting. And it is, if you like guitar rock, you need to come to this. It's that simple.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, all the details can be found on your social media as well, with all the dates, and hopefully there'll be some chances for tickets to still be around. I know when I had Sungman Sam on the show earlier this week, he said the tickets were very much low, so it's very much a high profile tour. So tickets are not much left to give out. So
I'm
which is
not going to
great.
say that. I don't want to turn anybody away, but you might want to start thinking about getting a ticket or two. But like I said, it's going to be wonderful. I can't wait. I mean, we love coming to the UK, so we're excited about coming to the UK. We're excited about our new record, and we're just ready to go.
Yep, and we'll get into that in just a moment. I'm just tagging this on YouTube, on my Instagram, just letting my people know, my followers, that we are currently live on the air, because that's what we like to do live. Let's do that now. There we go, and yeah. There we go. So, yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about the single. Hopefully, it will be better to show on the screen than the previous graphic I had on the air. As you can see, "The Devil You Know," the latest single from you. Of course, we've been teasing it on my Instagram yesterday and today. So if you are following me on Instagram, you got to hear a bit of a teaser of this fantastic single of yours, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So, talk to me about the process of you guys making this single, and then we also at the, of course, the album as well, which came out earlier this month, which I'll get the graphic for as well to show on screen. So you can see the preacher staring there, and that's not the actual graphic I wanted to show. Oh yeah, "By the Horns." That is the right graphic. I just need to. I don't know why it's not showcasing what I want it to showcase. It just do transform bit to screen. Well, yeah, yeah, "By the Horns," but for some reason that is the graphic here again. This is great, and it's doing a phenomenal, I believe.
Yeah, all the singles have been well received. The last single, "Devil You Know," was actually the last song written for the record. And Ben Robinson called me and said, I got an idea for a song. So I went to Ben's house, and we sat at his kitchen table with two acoustic guitars, and Ben had this idea, and it was really cool. It sounded really dark. And I said, well, try this, and, playing a harmony with it. And basically, Ben had the whole thing laid out, and we added the guitar harmony and the really percussive hit on the E note that is sort of signature through the song. We took it to the band, and everybody's like, yeah, we like it. We worked it up, and went to the studio and recorded it. Lyrically, it just deals with something I think everybody can identify with, about being your own worst enemy, and that voice in your head that you hear that tears you down belongs to you. And some of us didn't find that out till way later in life. So it's a song about being your own worst enemy. The devil, you're the devil. So that's the whole thing. But it's a very powerfully dark tune. It's a little bit different than everything else on the record, and I think the guys did a phenomenal job of capturing it. Our producer did a great job of steering us in the right direction on this record. So you're just really proud of it. So give it a listen.
Absolutely, and let's talk about the actual, again, the single again, which we'll get on our screen again just now for you. But we've now fixed the graphic. My apologies for that. I don't know what happened there with my software. Usually it's so much better than that today. But "The Devil You Know," the great, fantastic single, and out of curiosity, I mean, was the process in creating this particular single quicker than the other tracks on the album, or was this one of those songs that took longer to make?
No, I think it was probably quicker. I think it came together pretty naturally. I mean, musically, anytime we write anything, somebody brings in a musical idea, and you kind of throw it out there, and everybody does their thing to it. We don't tell each other what to do. We don't say, you need to play this or you need to play that. We let everybody put their fingerprints and their own touches on it. And it's really a magical process. And this song was really magically kind of the way that came together. It came together pretty fast, and I don't know. I don't know. It's you bring an idea in. If you wrote the song and you bring an idea in, it's not going to walk. It's not going to leave the band room the way you brought it in. It's going to get changed, and that's what makes working with these guys so special. That we all trust each other and we all believe in each other. We're all fans of each other, to be, if we're being honest, and we respect each other's abilities, and all of us together are better than any one of us by themselves, and that's what makes a good band.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to know as well then, typically, how long does a song usually take to get made by you guys? And was The Devil You Know quicker than some of the past songs you guys have made? Like, what was the time frame
Well, it was the
it
last
came
song on
in?
the record. It was the last song going in. It was song number 9, and some of the songs like "Think by Now" and "Writing on the Wall" were early ones. And then, we "Blessing and a Curse" was a song from a long time ago that we
Mm.
brought back. Uh, that we just happened to a friend of ours, ran across,
Yeah.
and actually Marty's wife ran across it and said, "Hey, you need to check this song out. You might want to include this," and it turned out to be a great idea. But this one was quick. I think "Devil You Know," if my memory serves correctly, probably came together faster than anything that we did.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. And like down
I mean,
to
anything
Games
on this
UK.
record for sure, I believe.
Yeah. That's good to know. And live comment Games UK. Thank you for tuning in. Very, I guess strangely of you to actually catch one of these live streams at this time of night. So thank you for tuning in, Games UK. Let's talk about as well, because the graphics for both the single and for the album, by the Horns, phenomenal artwork, I have to say. So I don't know who you went to for it, but I think they've done an incredible job. It's very eye catchy. It's very much grabs the attention, which I think is the whole point to do this, to get your, I guess, not just your current fans, but newer fans to hopefully discover your work and hopefully become fans of yours.
Well, we Wes introduced us to an artist, Mark, and we wanted everything on this record to be a step up. We wanted the production to be a step up. We wanted the songs to step up, and we wanted the artwork, everything, the picture of the band. We wanted to go higher and higher and higher, and make it better. So that we were thrilled with the artwork. In fact, the artist delivered the artwork. We didn't have a title for the record. We titled the record "By the Horns" because we were given several concepts, and the bull just stood out to us, or we identified with the bull on so many levels, because uh, we've been through a lot, and the bull in the picture looks like he's been through a lot, and he's still surviving, and all hell's going on around him, but he's standing the ground. And he looks like he's ready to fight, and that's kind of the way we felt through what we've been through the last couple of years. So we just connected with it, and we were in the studio, oddly enough, recording. I think "By the Horns" was the last song we recorded. It had already been written, but the lyrics weren't finalized, and it was going to be called something else.
Oh, really?
And we started talking about, well, let's call the album "By the Horns," and I'm like, all right, well then I'll change the lyrics of this song and we'll make it "By the Horns," and that's how it came about.
So
But
what
yes, the
was
artwork was very inspirational for us.
Yeah, no, it is, and the person who's done a phenomenal job for you guys. Hopefully, you'll use the same guy again
Oh, for
in the
sure.
future.
We're bad to if we get something and it works, or we make a relationship and it works, we stick with it.
Yeah, yeah. I want to know as well, what was the song going to be named then?
You only live once.
You only live once. That's another
Yes,
cracking
it was
cracking
going to be.
title.
Yeah, it was going to be. It was going to be the name of the song, and I had not sung it in front of anyone, because there's this awkwardness when you come up with lyrics that. Well, this is the way it works. I'll just be honest. I'll come up with lyrics, but I listen to everything that everybody in the room says. And a lot of times it's something Jim said that I went in the back of my mind. I go, okay, I'm using that,
Hmm.
because we're Southern boys, and you hear a lot of colloquial sayings that if you're out of the area, you may not know what they mean, but they're catchphrases. And I'm always collecting stuff. I use things my grandparents said in songs, but anyway, I, when you bring the idea in, like for You Only Live Once, which is no longer a song, there's this moment of awkwardness where you're like, I'm going to show the guys this, and I hope they like it, because if they don't, they're going to tell me they don't like it, and I'm okay with that. We trust each other that much. But before I had the awkwardness of trying to sing "You Only Live Once," we decided to make it by the horns. So basically started writing it right then and there, and went home and finished it. And it's never finished. You may not want to know. This is the way we work. It's never finished until the tracks are recorded, and Jim Bolt and I sit across the table from each other listening to the recorded tracks, and I lay my lyrics out, and Jim goes, "That's great. If you'll take this word out and take that word out and take that word out, I can sing this over that and it'll sound cooler." And I just go, "Okay, we'll try it." And that's how we work. So, it's never over until it's over with us. And that's the insight of that. That's the truth of how it happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you can say I'm a lyricist and I write the lyrics, which is true, but I use other people's ideas and I take other people's suggestions too. So I mean, there's no ego about it. It has to be my way or has to be somebody's way. We want it to be the best it can be.
And as well, a team collective as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know that's possibly a cliche thing to say about a group of people, but it could not be truer than us.
Yeah.
I don't tell Wyatt how to play the drums. I'm not going to tell Jim how to play the bass. And I'm a guitar player myself, and I might make a suggestion, but probably not. I'm going to let Daryl and Ben do their thing because they're a hell of a lot better at it than I am.
We got live comments, and this might rub you up the wrong nerve now, Ronnie, because a guest of mine, a good person in the chat room, Games UK, says I was up near Manchester a few weeks ago. So people, again, see, Ronnie, people want to see people coming to Manchester, UK, because it's the best city in the world, better than Halifax as well. I have to say,
we want to. Just. Listen, if you want us to come to your area, download the CD, buy a T-shirt, and go to your local venue and go, we got to have these guys in here, because we will come. I mean, build it and we will come. I mean, it's not a slide on our part. And I will tell you, my geographical knowledge of England is growing, but it's exceedingly limited. So I don't know where anywhere is.
Oh, you'll be in good hands. You'll be in good hands when your fellow guests, who I think are going to be an incredible partnership with you, Revenant, I think they're going to show you some amazing sites and help with your geography when you come over next year. And let's just remind people where you can find them, because I've got the poster now working correctly on my screen. So it starts, as I mentioned before, on the 28th in Feversham. Then on the 29th, you're in London. 30th in Winchester, 31st you are in St. Ulster, or Ulster, how you pronounce that place, maybe a little bit. Probably the 1st is, the Planet Rock in Winter's End. It's going to be a fantastic place. Then you're in, February the 3rd, going to be in Edinburgh. Then on the 4th in Glasgow. Then on the 5th in Newcastle in the Geordieland. And then on the 5th, on the 6th of Feb, you'll be in Nottingham. And then on the 7th, you're in Birmingham, up in the Brummies. And then on the 8th, you end it all in Bristol. So quite a nice, and I like where you're ending it, by the way. I mentioned to Sugarman Sam earlier this week about how it's a great fitting ending that you're going to do it in the Louisiana of the place where you're going to end the tour. So I do like that. A good
we
American
love the
spirit.
Louisiana. We played there the last time through, and we had a great crowd and a great reception. And oddly enough, I mean, little fun fact, my mother's family originated from Bristol. They were in Bristol before they came to the United States, or came to the Americas in the 1600s. So we have a family history, family tie with Bristol.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking. I'm expecting a parcel here on the show again. Yeah, another parcel. I know. Last time I was on the show live, I got interrupted with a parcel, but it's nowhere near me at the moment, so I'm good for time. I don't want to just leave and get my parcel, so I'll try my best to make sure we get enough stuff out. But what a great story, though. I love that story. And yes, Games UK, we will have to catch up at some point. You have to let me know when you want to catch up and do that, because again, I'm booked until about the middle of November. So people are loving to come on the show, and we're loving all the new guests and returning guests, because I think you are now a 2-time guest now, aren't you?
I am a 2-timer, and I'll come back anytime you want.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to make you a 3-timer. You know, be a part
of the
3-time club.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I loving the hat as well. If you're listening to this, you don't know what I'm talking about, but you're love. I'm loving the hat. The Motor Davidson
Yeah.
bikes, the Harley Davidson.
Guilty. I'm a rider.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm guilty. Yes.
And I remember we talked last time on the show about your love for motorcycles. I think we were showed a picture of your motorcycle. It could be one, but I
Yeah.
remember we did talk about motorcycles for sure.
Right.
And is it the same motorcycle you got now,
Oh
or
yeah.
have you
Yeah.
upgraded?
I still no, I have not. Lorraine was Harley Davidson Road King was my dream motorcycle, and I have one, and I'm good.
Cool, cool, cool.
So yeah, I love her.
Are you going to be looking at bikes when you come over here to see if you might
Oh,
buy one and bring
if
over?
I see bikes, it's like what bike? I'm going to go look at it. But yeah, I love it. In fact, I was talking with a guy earlier today. He has a friend of mine has a Royal Enfield, and we were discussing his bike and my bike. It was having a good little conversation because I really like those. But I'm a Harley guy. I
Yeah.
admit it. But right now my head's just cold. That's why.
No. I'm not complaining. I'm just loving the hat. I think it's fantastic.
That's who I am.
We have lots of them. Well, we got lots of those motor Harley Davidson bike shops here in the UK. So you'll be way at home when you back in the UK, as I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And I want to know as well, because from your perspective, because I asked the same question on Monday to Sugarman Sam about this. What can I guess the fans of yourself can experience on the UK tour next year with the Revenant, with a whole bunch of Sugarman Sams? He mentioned to me that there's going to be a lot of interesting tang between the British and the American language coming over, where he may get confused or may say some words in American and vice versa. So how is it going to work?
Well, I mean, just pay attention to what other person's saying. We catch on pretty good. There's some places, some of the dialects and the accents throw us for a loop. I mean, we had a little bit of trouble in God, where was it? Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
Had a little bit of trouble last year understanding, and English is English, but it's not. Depends on where you are. It's like if you go anywhere in the States, if you go to a different state, it sounds differently. And the same there. And I don't look for anything. We'll just laugh and have a bunch of fun. I mean, that's what I look for. And as far as musically, it's gonna be serious. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a serious show. That there's not going to be a weak moment in it. So I am becoming a Revenant fan more and more so by the music that I listen to listen to the music that they play, and it fits. It's not exactly the same, but it fits under the same banner as what we're doing, and they play like they mean it, and we play like we mean it, and I just can't wait. I mean,
Yeah. No,
what
no.
people don't understand about touring is it's fun, and you have to love all of it or it's not for you. You have to enjoy riding in the van. You have to enjoy eating when you can, sleeping when you can, checking in, checking out, checking in, checking out, sound check, dinner show, sound check, dinner show. You have to love it all. But when you finally get a chance, and it's 10 minutes before the showtime, and you finally get a chance to lock into what you came to do, and we walk on stage, and Wyatt takes us into the beginning of the show. That's the reason that you came. That's the reason that you're here. That's the reason you got on the airplane. It's the reason you left your family. It's the reason and you have to just channel all of that and let it go and just give the audience everything that you possibly have. And a magical thing happens because when they receive that and they give you back, and then it's just feeding back and forth, the band to the audience and back and forth. And it just creates some of the best feelings that you can imagine. So that's the excitement that is a Preacher Stone show. It's the excitement that is a Revenant show, and you're going to get 2 for 1. So come early and stay late. That's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be successful. I hope I wish you all the best as well with the tour. And got to mention as well, where can people find, of course, the new album / single? Where can they find all that good stuff as well?
Go to preacherstoneband.com, and I'm sure our man Wes is going to tag all of our connections and our links to a link tree so that everybody can go. We're available on Spotify. We're available on Apple Music. You can find it anywhere. If you go straight to the band's website, you can get it straight from us. And, I just to say, we're independent. We're stuffing envelopes and mailing these things ourselves. I mean, it's not Amazon. It's not down the road from your house in a warehouse and they're going to pick it up. This is truly what we call in the States mom and pops. We're completely 100% independent. Yeah. So if you love the kind of music that bands like us and Revenant play, or any other band for that matter, buy it, download it, right? Streaming's awesome. We appreciate that, but download it. Pick up a T-shirt, come to a show, tell everybody you know. It's real music. And in today's world with all the AI and everything going on, who knows how long real music's going to last. It's going to last as long as we're alive, I'll tell you that right now. But just support those things. So yes, preacherstoneband.com. Join the congregation on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on everything because we're really personable. Chances are when you're talking to somebody on us, you're talking to one of us.
Yeah.
So it's real. It's real.
Yeah. Real connections, if we like. And go to mention as well, Games UK, thank you so much for your comments. I don't know if you're still in the live chat or not, but that's fine. We can try and fit in December for sure. I wish you the best of luck to try and get more central, as his stage name goes on YouTube, to get us to join out because he's a very busy bloke. So I wish you, I guess, the good luck in trying to get him to come on as well. Yeah, well, I'm glad that's on the American shows as well. So the American counting cars. Are you a fan of counting cars, Ronnie?
I'm not familiar. I don't want to be rude, but I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, that's fine. Well, it's a great show in America, based in America, in Las Vegas, called Counting Cars.
Danny's show.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay, Danny. Yes, Danny the Count. Yeah, I know. I met Danny once. Yes, I know exactly what. Yes, I enjoy. Cool. Oh yeah, I love hot rod shows.
Yeah.
My fault. I just didn't get the title, but I met Danny through some friends of ours. In fact, we did a show in Myrtle Beach for Full Throttle Saloon, and Danny was down there with his group. So yeah,
that's cool.
Great guy.
That's cool. Yeah, I would have thought you have come across the show because I feel like you are a hot rod kind of guy, like a car guy as well as a motorcycle guy. I just didn't. I don't know. I just skipped a gear there. No, you're good. You're good. You're
Danny, I got you now.
Yeah, no.
I love what they did. I like the way that they bring in something and they have a vision for it, and they transform it into something else. And the way they think is just truly amazing.
I used to like another show on 10 years before that. You probably watched it as well, called American Hot Rod.
Yes.
With
I was always a big fan of getting to motorcycles again. Orange County Choppers.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Always enjoyed that the vision that they had. That was always fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's just amazing where they get these creative juices from, isn't it? And a bit like music. It's very similar to music, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, just watching somebody with a vision take something that they're able to see they're able to see something that no one else sees, and then they make that become a reality, and the audience just goes, wow, you're blown away by the way their mind works and the skill that it takes to do those things.
Absolutely, I agree. 100%.
And Danny's quite the musician too.
Who is?
Danny.
He is. Yes.
He's quite the musician too. He's got a really good band.
Well, could we see any possibility of you two maybe teaming up in the future as a collab?
I don't know. I've only met him once. I met him through, like I said, I met him through some friends of mine, and he was a really cool dude. We stayed at the same. Everybody that was Full Throttle Saloon was at the same hotel, so you ran into people back and forth.
Yeah.
And he and I ran into each other in the elevator and had a cool conversation, and that was my moment with the Count himself.
Wow. Maybe your friends can help to make it happen. Make you guys to connect
maybe so
and collaborate.
Maybe so.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool for sure. Before we end this conversation, Ronnie, I want to give you the floor now to mention anything you would like to mention, which you think is very important to get off your chest, which I've not personally brought up, which you think which should be mentioned. So I will now give you your final thoughts.
My final floor, just follow the band. Check Preacher Stone out if you haven't seen us or haven't heard of us. Check our music out on Spotify, on Apple Tunes, on YouTube. Join the YouTube channel if you like it. Join us on Facebook. Join the Preacher Stone congregation, which is our intense fans. on Facebook, and just be a part of it. And if you like it, spread the word. Download something, buy something. Support local independent music. And God bless you. That's all we want to say. We look forward to coming to the UK, and we look forward to meeting each and every one of you, because we're that kind of group.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, I wish you all the best with the tour in early next
Thank
year.
you.
Starts, of course, with the show the graphic again at the end of January, and it runs all the way through to the 8th of February 2026. So make sure you be there, or you can be squared. And again, I wish you all the best with the album and with the single. I believe it's doing wonders on the streaming, and I've been hearing lots
Seems to
of
be.
positive reviews as well. So I hope that continues for you guys, and we can't wait to see new music. Any teasers of any new music coming in 2026?
Well, you're gonna get By the Horns now. It's out now. In
Yeah.
2026, you're gonna get a lot of touring and supported By the Horns. You probably won't see the next Preacher Stone record till 27,
Okay.
but we've already started passing ideas around. So
Right.
you can't ever stop, and you have to keep going, and that's why I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you much for the teaser. We've got the teasers, ladies and gents. You've heard it first. 2027 potentially be the next album or track from the Preacher Stone.
You are the first person to ask us about the next record, since this record's been out for 11 days.
Well,
No, excuse me. I lied. This record's been out 13 days, almost 2 weeks, and you're the first person to ask us about the next one.
Well, that's because I want to get my money in first, because I like to know, the juicy sections. I want to know what's going to happen next, what's going to be the next big thing. So thank you for sharing that information with us.
I'll tell you this much.
Yes.
It will be recorded at Gap 3 Studios with Glenn Tabor producing.
Right.
I'll give you that.
Thank you. I like that. Exclusive news.
All
I love
right.
that. That's a good way to end the show on.
All right.
We like
Thank you so
exclusive.
much for what you do for independent artists.
No, absolutely. And thank you again for your time, Ronnie, as always. And let's make it a third time next year after the tour.
Let me know, man. I'll be there.
Great. We look forward to it. Well, enjoy your afternoon. Thank you again for your time. I know you're a very busy bloke, so we will let you go.
All right. Thank you.
No, thank
Peace.
you. And that was Ronnie here on the show, ladies and gents. Thank you again for Ronnie for joining the show here tonight. And thank you to you as well for tuning in. If you enjoyed the episode, then make sure to smash that like button. Share the video out. Tell everyone about Ronnie and Preacher Stone, and make sure you are there in person to witness them a part of their UK tour in 2026, which starts at the end of January of next year. And as well, we got to mention, leave a comment for any future questions or potential guest suggestions. We got Games UK in the live chat saying I should bring on Mr. Beast. I doubt Mr. Beast will come on this very small channel, even though this has been a very booming year for this channel. We've got over 352 subscribers. Never in a million years I know if I get 352 subscribers, but we have. I don't know how I've done it, but I somehow have done it. People like this content, so thank you so much for supporting it. And hopefully, through this channel today, for instance, if you enjoyed the conversation with Ronnie and maybe learned something new, or got to know more about the album or the UK tour, or even new music on the way potentially, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. As I mentioned before, we do have over 352 subscribers. Help me to get to 400 subscribers in 2025, or that'll be a great way to end the year if we can get to 400 subscribers. So do me a favor, share this out to everybody tell them all about Ronnie, and tell them about how this is the fastest growing channel in 2025. So make sure you do help me out in that way. It helps the algorithm as well to boost this out to more people as well. Until the next episode, which will be next Monday, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday afternoon or evening, and enjoy Halloween as well. And we will see you all next month.